Hi, so this is my tutorial for a Mundu style draping, which is essentially a two-piece sari. This sari was sent to me as a gift from somebody who contacted me via YouTube, who had seen my tutorials and wanted me to do one of these. The two-piece sari comes with two pieces, obviously. Now, one of the pieces will obviously be for the part that wraps around the shoulder. The way you can tell it is just by looking at the design. Now, if I look at this long piece of material here, it's got drawings of Krishna going, facing the right way up. And then if I turn it around, it's also going the right way up. So obviously it's designed to fall over the shoulder and still be the right way up. So if I wrap this around my body, Bal Gopal will then be going sideways. So this is obviously not the piece that goes around the body as a skirt. So I'm going to just pop that out of the way. And this is the piece that goes around the body. And the reason I know that is because of the way that when I hold it up, Bal Gopal is facing the front. Now, if you notice with this piece, it's got the printed design on the front on this side. And you can tell because it's a lot darker. Whereas if I turn it around, the print is a lot lighter. So this has obviously got to be in the front. However, if I turn it to the other side, or if I move to the left-hand side of the fabric, it's the opposite way around, whereas the print is actually on the back side of this. This is the lighter side, and this is the darker side. So that threw me because I thought you would just wrap this around normally. So if you see me doing something different to the normal basic wrap, it's because I'm trying to work in the two of these designs so that they fall and show on the right side. So in the traditional way, you take the sari, start tucking in at the navel. So you just want to go to your right leg and start tucking in. And you can see this design is in the front with the gold border actually at my navel. There's my belly button. Bring it round my back, making sure that it's at a nice level at the back as well. Just touching the floor and then face front again. And tuck in all the excess material into your petticoat. Remember, petticoat should match the colour of your sari. In my case it's white. You can have satin one because this is so lightweight, satin will work well. Or you can have a cotton. You can try the, what do you call them, the Lenga style petticoats, which will make it flare out at the bottom, which will be a very contemporary way of wearing this. And the rest of the material, you just want to fold it. Small pleats, about 7 centimetres will do. I think the smaller they are, the more they flare out. It looks beautiful. And now you can see the design that was on the underside is now come forward. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change this pleat here because I want to show this gold pleat more. So I'm going to hide this bit of Bal Gopal inside. Keep that on the upper pleat. That still hides it. So I'm going to adjust it so that it shows. So if I pleat this in and then take that over the gold, that will work. I could just cut off the excess. Can you see now that that's going to show when I start tucking the pleats in? I'll show you what happens here. As I come here, it starts pulling and I can't hold the pleats up anymore. So I just want to bring everything round and quite close. And then neaten these pleats off. So I'm going to use this gold as my edge. As I press down on it, you can see that they're all coming together quite nicely. You could actually pre-iron these pleats in if you know your measurements and you know where you're going to tuck in from, and they'll be really super neat. Or you could have somebody traditionally, like your mum or your sister, to just fold them in as, you know, just sit in front of you and fold them in. When you're happy with your pleats and the way they're shaping up at the bottom, and that you're happy that they fall nicely, then you just want to tuck them in. Hold it there, and then also hold on to the border, match it up to where I want it to be, and then I'll begin tucking in. I'm going to just hide in some of that material as well as I tuck in the white that was showing, and then start tucking that into my petticoat. I need to flatten the pleats down the bottom. I'm not going to do it on camera because as soon as I bend down, I'm going to give you a lot of bust in full view, so I'll do that off camera. But all I'm essentially going to do is just fold with my hands down like this, and that'll be enough to fold them flat. So what I'm going to do now is take the corner of balgobals and tuck it into my sari. I'm going to tuck in about just enough, just there. Then I'm going to bring that around my shoulder and fold the other side of it. So I folded the part that's closest to my body is inside and facing that side, and then all the pleats are laid on top with the top of the pleat facing that way to my left. Just neatening up the pleats by giving it a good shake, as you've seen me do in all my other draping videos. This bit can take time, especially with stiff material. And I always say that where you've got these pleats, you should never have any pleats coming out from underneath. So always do take your time in getting these pleats perfect. Obviously, the softer material you have, the easier it is. This bit you can iron in advance. I'd love to have just sat there with the iron board and just iron these pleats in. And it gives for a really smooth finish, makes you look slimmer, and if you don't like your sari to puff out, then it's perfect. But with heat and this type of material, it will flatten out anyhow. Because I'm short and the way I've styled this part, I'm going to get a longer bit down here, so I could have done with chopping the balgobal on that side as well. Ideally this should fall at the back of your knees, about there. But never mind, I'm not going to cut this just yet. This is just a tutorial for you. I've placed that over my left shoulder now. And before I pin it in place, I just want to style it, make sure it looks good. It covers up well around my bust. You don't want it totally under your arm, but you don't want it falling down either. And I think that should do it. Pin at the back. Don't know why God didn't give me a little bit more height. And there you have that drape. Now, if I wanted to be clever, I could actually pull this up and then pull this in even further, and that way the material would rise. I don't want to do that right now. If I was going to wear this sari, which I probably will now, I just love the design. I just love Bal so much. So thank you for watching. Thank you, Mano, for sending me the sari. Thank you so, so much. I would never have had an opportunity to try a two-piece sari. I would never have bought one myself unless it was something I was aware of and knew about beforehand. I wouldn't even know where to purchase one of these in the UK. If you guys do know, then please do tell me. I'd be really interested to see what else there is. I'm sure the drape is done probably differently to how I've done it. Excuse me, just do remember that I'm totally new to this, never seen it before, and I've kind of bundled my way through it. I hope I've done a good job. My other sari tutorials are Gujarati style draping, which is I know how to do, Nivi style. I'll have other styles coming up, some Bollywood styles too. I've got, what else have I got? I've got Janya Jolly style draping, dupatta draping, some fancy ways of doing that as well. So do check out the playlist, which will be in the comments box, or the video description box below rather. And please do subscribe, rate and comment, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye!